You work the same job, earn the same salary, and live a similar life, yet somehow your coworkers are traveling, upgrading their phones, buying cars, and living like money is never a problem. But here is what nobody tells you. Some of them are not richer than you, they are just earning money in ways you cannot see. And once you understand how they are really affording that lifestyle, you will never look at your job the same way again. You sit in the office staring at your screen while your coworker walks in holding a fresh coffee from an expensive cafe.
He talks about his weekend trip.
Another coworker upgraded her phone again. Someone else just bought a new car. Meanwhile, you check your bank account before ordering lunch. And the question slowly starts eating your mind. How are they affording this? You work the same hours. You have a similar salary. Some of them even earn less than you. But somehow they travel more, buy more, dress better, and never seem stressed about money. At first, you tell yourself it is luck. Then you think maybe they came from rich families. But after months of watching this happen over and over again, something starts bothering you. You begin comparing your life to theirs. Every payday feels smaller. Every bill feels heavier. You stop enjoying your weekends because Monday always comes with financial anxiety. One night you sit at home calculating expenses.
Rent, food,
Fuel, subscriptions,
debt.
unexpected emergencies. You realize something painful. Your job only helps you survive. It does not help you move forward. And that is the ugly truth most people avoid. A salary alone is becoming dangerous, especially when prices keep rising while income stays almost the same. Many people are silently drowning financially while pretending everything is fine. But here is the second ugly truth. Some of your coworkers are not surviving on salary alone. They have side income, and they do not talk about it. Not because it is illegal, not because it is secret, but because most people laugh at side hustles until they start working. The coworker with the expensive vacation sells digital templates online. The quiet guy in accounting edits videos for clients at night. The woman with the new apartment started an online skincare business from her bedroom. You only see the results. You never see the extra work happening after office hours. That is why their lifestyle looks confusing. Most people think wealth always comes from inheritance, luck, or corruption. Sometimes it does. But many times it comes from building income streams nobody notices. And the scary part is this. The gap between people with one income and people with multiple incomes keeps growing every year. One unexpected expense can destroy someone living paycheck to paycheck. Meanwhile, people with side income recover faster because money keeps flowing from different directions. This is where everything changes. Because once you understand this, you stop asking, how do they afford it? And you start asking, what can I build? The internet changed money forever. Right now, ordinary people are making money from skills that seemed useless 5 years ago. Simple editing, writing,
Design.
teaching, selling information, managing social media pages, creating videos. Some people are earning from their phones while sitting in tiny apartments after work. Not because they are geniuses, because they started before they felt ready. Take video editing, for example. Businesses constantly need short videos for TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Most business owners do not know how to edit content themselves. A beginner editor can learn basic editing within weeks using free tutorials. Then they can offer editing services online. One client paying $200 per month might not sound life-changing. But imagine having 5 clients. That becomes real extra income every month. Now look at digital products. A woman creates a simple budget planner using Canva. She uploads it on Etsy. People download it automatically after purchase. One product can sell again and again without shipping anything. Another example is freelance writing. Thousands of businesses need blog posts, email writing, product descriptions, and scripts. Many writers started with terrible grammar and no experience. They improved while getting paid. The beginning is ugly for everyone.
Nobody talks about that part.
The first video gets ignored. The first product barely sells. The first client says no. And this is where most people quit. Not because the opportunity is fake. Because embarrassment feels heavier than failure. People fear looking stupid more than staying broke. But your coworkers who quietly built side income pushed through that uncomfortable phase. They worked after exhausting office shifts. They learned skills while others watched television for 5 hours every night. They sacrificed temporary comfort for long-term freedom. And eventually something powerful happened. Their side income stopped being extra money. It became leverage. Now they can travel without panic, handle emergencies without loans, quit toxic jobs if necessary. That freedom changes a person.
You can hear it in the way they speak.
You can see it in their confidence. Money does not solve every problem, but financial pressure destroys peace faster than people admit. So where should you start? Start simple. Do not chase 10 side hustles at once. Choose one skill people already pay for. Writing, editing, graphic design, social media management, thumbnail design, voiceover work. Learn it for 1 hour daily. Then post your work online, even when it feels imperfect. Offer free work to 1 or 2 people if necessary just to build proof. Most successful freelancers did not start with talent. They started with consistency. And understand this carefully. Your first online income changes your mindset forever, even if it is only $20, because suddenly you realize money is no longer controlled by one employer. That realization becomes addictive. Then you improve. You raise prices. You gain confidence. And 1 year later, people start wondering how you suddenly upgraded your life. They will look at your clothes, your phone, your vacations, your apartment, and they will quietly ask themselves the same question you once asked. How are they affording this? And they will never see the nights you spent learning while exhausted. They will never see the fear, doubt, rejection, and frustration. They will only see the outcome. That is the ugly truth behind many lifestyles people envy. Not everyone is rich. Not everyone is lucky. The most dangerous financial trap is not being poor. It is looking financially stable while slowly falling behind. That is where millions of workers are trapped right now. Their salary covers survival, but not growth. Every year becomes more expensive. Groceries rise. Rent rises. Fuel rises. Medical bills rise. But income barely moves. So people compensate with credit cards, loans, and monthly payment plans. From the outside, life still looks normal. Inside, stress quietly grows. And stress changes people. It steals sleep. It destroys focus. It turns small problems into emotional breakdowns. Many workers are one emergency away from disaster. One job loss. One medical issue. One car repair. One unexpected family problem. That is why building another source of income is no longer just ambition. For many people, it is protection. And the internet created opportunities that previous generations never had. 20 years ago, starting a business required money, connections, and physical locations. Today, a person with a laptop and internet can reach millions of people from a small room. But most people still treat the internet like entertainment instead of opportunity. They scroll for hours watching other people become successful while telling themselves they will start someday. Someday becomes next month. Next month becomes next year. Then suddenly 5 years disappear. Meanwhile, the people who started small are now far ahead. Not because they were smarter, because they started earlier. Look at content creation. Many people assume creators only make money from millions of views. That is false. Small creators make money through affiliate marketing, sponsorships, digital products, consulting, and community memberships. A person teaching simple fitness routines can recommend equipment through affiliate links. Every sale generates commission. A small cooking creator can sell recipe ebooks. A gaming creator can offer coaching sessions. You do not need millions of followers. You need trust from a specific audience. Now think about online tutoring. Someone fluent in English can teach speaking practice online. A university student good at mathematics can tutor high school students through video calls. Even basic skills become valuable when packaged correctly. People pay for convenience faster than perfection. Then there is print on demand. A person creates simple t-shirt designs. The design gets uploaded to websites that print and ship products automatically. No inventory. No warehouse. No employees. One design can continue generating income for years. Another powerful side hustle is faceless YouTube channels. Many channels earn money without showing the creator's face. Some channels tell stories. Some explain finance. Some post motivational content. Some review products. A beginner can use free editing software, stock footage, and AI voice tools to start learning. At first, growth feels painfully slow. A video gets 10 views, then 20. Then one video suddenly reaches thousands. Most people quit before momentum arrives. That is why consistency becomes more important than talent. And here is something nobody says enough. Your environment affects your income more than your intelligence. If everyone around you complains but never acts, eventually you become the same. If everyone mocks business ideas, risk starts feeling dangerous. If everyone spends money trying to look rich, saving and investing starts feeling boring. That is why many financially successful people slowly separate themselves from negative environments. Not because they hate others, because constant negativity kills ambition. Sometimes the biggest difference between two coworkers is not salary. It is mindset after work hours. One person goes home and escapes reality every night. The other spends 2 hours building something small. Those 2 hours repeated for years create completely different futures. And the early stage feels invisible. Nobody claps for discipline in the beginning. Nobody notices consistency at first. There are no rewards for learning quietly after midnight. But eventually invisible work becomes visible results. Then people assume success happened overnight. They never see the years of effort hidden underneath. This is why comparison becomes dangerous. You compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10. You compare your struggle to their outcome. But you never saw their starting point. Many successful side hustles began from desperation. People started freelancing because debt terrified them. People started businesses because layoffs scared them. People learned online skills because they were tired of feeling trapped. Pain became motivation. And maybe that is where you are right now. Tired, frustrated,
Confused.
watching everyone else move ahead while you feel stuck in the same place. But feeling stuck does not mean staying stuck. The internet rewards people who solve problems. Businesses need attention. People need entertainment. Companies need content. Brands need marketing. Creators need editors. Stores need designers. There is endless demand for useful skills. The problem is most people consume more than they create. They watch more than they practice. They plan more than they execute. And deep down they hope life changes without discomfort. But every profitable skill starts with awkward beginnings. The first sales call feels uncomfortable. The first client message creates anxiety. The first uploaded video feels embarrassing. That discomfort is normal. Confidence is usually built after action, not before it. And one day something surprising happens. You stop panicking before payday. You stop checking prices with anxiety. You stop feeling trapped at work. Not because life became perfect, because you finally created options. That is what extra income truly gives people. Options. The option to leave toxic environments. The option to help family members. The option to invest. The option to breathe without constant fear. And once someone experiences that freedom, they never want to return to depending on one paycheck alone. That is why many coworkers quietly protect their side hustles. They know how painful financial insecurity feels. They know what it is like pretending everything is fine while stress destroys them internally. So they keep building quietly. One client at a time. One product at a time. One video at a time. One skill at a time. And eventually their entire life changes while everyone else keeps wondering how they can afford it. What makes this even more painful is that many workers already know they need another income stream. They just feel overwhelmed. Everywhere they look, someone is selling a dream. Make $10,000 in 1 month. Become rich with no experience. Quit your job in 30 days. After hearing these promises repeatedly, people either become skeptical or desperate. Some waste money chasing shortcuts. Others become too scared to try anything at all. But real side hustles rarely look glamorous in the beginning. Most profitable businesses start boring. A freelancer sending cold emails. A beginner designer practicing logos at midnight. A creator uploading videos nobody watches. A student editing clips for small creators. Small actions repeated consistently create momentum. That is the part social media hides. People show luxury. They rarely show repetition. And repetition is where income is built. Imagine two coworkers. Both earn the same salary. The first coworker finishes work and spends every evening consuming entertainment. The second coworker spends 2 hours learning a valuable online skill. At first, there is no visible difference between them. Months pass. Still no visible difference. Then suddenly the second coworker gets a freelance client. A few months later, another client arrives through referrals. Then the side income becomes larger than expected. Now that person invests more money into learning, tools, and opportunities. While one person stayed in the same financial cycle, the other slowly escaped it. Most financial transformations happen quietly before they become obvious. And this is important to understand. You do not need a revolutionary business idea. You need a useful skill and consistency. Simple skills create massive income online every day. Businesses pay people to answer emails, to manage pages, to create captions, to design thumbnails, to edit podcasts, to schedule content, to write scripts, to run advertisements, to build websites. Even learning how to create good PowerPoint presentations can become a freelance service. The internet turned ordinary skills into global opportunities. A person living in a small apartment can work with clients from another country. A teenager with editing skills can earn more than experienced office workers. A stay-at-home parent can build an online store while taking care of children. Traditional rules about income changed faster than most people realized. But many workers still think success only comes from promotions. That mindset keeps people trapped. Promotions are slow, raises are limited, and companies replace employees faster than employees expect. Loyalty alone does not guarantee security anymore. That realization scares people, especially workers who spent years believing stability came from one company. Then layoffs happen. Suddenly, hardworking employees are carrying boxes to their cars while management sends polite emails thanking them for their service. Moments like that wake people up. They realize they built somebody else's dream while neglecting their own future. And fear can either destroy a person or motivate them. Many successful online entrepreneurs started after painful moments. Job losses,
Debt.
breakups, burnout, humiliation. Those moments force them to change. Because comfort rarely creates urgency. Pain does. And maybe your current frustration is trying to push you toward something bigger. Maybe the stress you feel every month is a warning sign, not a punishment. A warning that depending on one paycheck in today's economy is risky. That does not mean quitting your job tomorrow. It means building slowly while keeping stability. That is how most successful side hustles grow. Quietly, patiently, without announcing every move online. And there is another truth people avoid discussing. Some coworkers look rich, but are secretly drowning in debt. Expensive cars with massive monthly payments. Luxury vacations charged to credit cards. Designer clothes bought for appearances. Not every impressive lifestyle equals financial freedom. Some people are performing wealth while privately struggling. That is why comparing yourself to others becomes dangerous. You never know what is real. Real wealth is not always loud. Often the financially smartest person in the office looks completely normal. No flashy brands. No constant showing off. Just quiet financial control. Savings. Investments. Side income. Freedom. The goal should never be looking rich. The goal should be becoming difficult to financially destroy. And side hustles help create that protection. Even an extra few $100s each month can reduce pressure dramatically. That extra income can pay bills faster, eliminate debt, build emergency savings, fund investments, or help someone finally breathe again. The emotional impact matters more than people realize. Money problems affect relationships, confidence, mental health, sleep. People become irritable, exhausted, and hopeless when they feel trapped financially. That is why creating income outside your job changes more than your bank account. It changes your mindset. You stop feeling powerless. And once you stop feeling powerless, your entire energy changes. You begin thinking long-term instead of surviving week to week. You take smarter risks. You notice opportunities faster. You stop seeing successful people as lucky and start studying their habits. That mental shift becomes life-changing. Then one day your side hustle earns more in a week than your job pays in a month. That moment shocks many people, not because of the money alone, because it proves something important. The limits they believed about themselves were never completely true. And from that point, many people can never return to thinking small again. Because once a person realizes they can create income independently, the world starts looking different. Opportunities appear everywhere. Problems become business ideas. Skills become assets. Time becomes valuable. And slowly the same person who once felt jealous of coworkers starts building a life others quietly envy. Not through magic. Not through luck. Through consistency during moments nobody else cared to try. That is the ugly truth behind many lifestyles people secretly admire. Behind the vacations, gadgets, apartments, and confidence is often a person who decided to stop depending on one paycheck before life forced them to. So, if you feel behind in life right now, remember this. Many people are not ahead because they are smarter than you. They are ahead because they started earlier. They stopped waiting for the perfect moment. They stopped depending completely on one paycheck. They accepted being uncomfortable long enough to build something better. That is the real difference. The internet gave ordinary people a chance previous generations never had. A chance to learn skills for free. A chance to reach global clients. A chance to build income from a bedroom, a laptop, or even a phone. But opportunity means nothing without action. Watching motivational videos will not change your life. Saving business ideas in your notes will not change your life. Planning for years will not change your life. Action changes everything. Small daily effort changes everything. 1 hour of learning every day can completely transform your future. One skill can create freedom. One client can create momentum. One decision can change the direction of your entire life. And maybe the biggest lesson in all of this is simple. Stop focusing on how other people afford their lifestyle. Start focusing on how you can build your own. Because financial freedom rarely arrives suddenly. It is built quietly through discipline, patience, consistency, and the courage to begin before you feel ready. The people winning financially are not always the loudest people in the room. Sometimes they are simply the ones who kept building while everyone else kept doubting. Your current situation does not have to become your permanent future. You can learn. You can improve. You can build skills. You can create income outside your job. And years from now, your life can look completely different from where it is today. But only if you start now. If this video opened your eyes, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who feels stuck financially. Because one idea, one skill, and one decision can completely change a person's future.